Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my living room. We're back for session, I think, number 13. I didn't count them up, so I'm not sure. Anyway, tonight I'm going to be playing some Elton John for you, one song. Uh, and you'll recognize it immediately. It's different tempo and different genre from what I usually play. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit technically a challenge, uh, but hopefully it'll come off well. We're going to talk a little bit first about Elton John. Everybody knows Elton John from all the hits he's had since the late 60s. What a prolific career. But just some interesting things about Elton. He was born Reginald Keith Dwight in March of 1947, and he was born and raised in the London area. Over the past 53 years, he's had great success, some personal challenges, but great success musically. He's released over 30 albums and has had more than 300 million record sales. I think that probably doesn't include the digital sales that he's had. He's received 5 Grammy Awards, 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, a Tony Award. He's been a Kennedy Center honoree. Very few people in the world that can have that kind of claim to fame. So, as I said, he was born in the London area, and both his parents were musically interested. His father, I understand, played the trumpet some, and his mother was at least very interested in music and bought a lot of records, which he listened to. She noticed his piano skills early on. I don't know at exactly what age, but when he would go over to a piano and play the song that he had just heard in one of her popular records. And so she began music lessons for him at age 7. And apparently he did quite well because by the time he was 11, he was admitted on a scholarship, fully paid scholarship to the Royal Academy of Music. One of his professors commented that one time he had John listen to a 4-page score by Frederick Handel, and after listening to it one time, Elton John played it perfectly. It's pretty amazing. His early influences from what he heard at home were there were a variety of things, but some of the things that really stuck out in his mind were Bill Haley and the Comets, Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis. He didn't finish school at the Royal Academy. He dropped out before his final exams to pursue a musical career. And at 15, he started playing in some of the local pubs. He got his first band together, which was called, I think, Bluesology. In 1967, he had his big break. He had applied for a position as a songwriter with Liberty Records. They would put an ad in one of the magazines, and they were just taking people who came in and to audition them. And he went in, and I don't know if the talent scout read any of Elton John's lyrics, but he gave Elton John an envelope that had written lyrics in it, and he wanted him to put the lyrics to music. I guess those lyrics were written by his longtime collaborator, Bernie Taupin. And that was beginning of a collaboration that it's been on and off over the years, more on and lasts to this day. So quite an amazing career. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to play the song. I think you'll recognize it immediately, and I hope you enjoy it. We'll talk a little bit more about the song afterwards. So there we go. A little Jerry Lee Lewis flair at the end. Does anybody not know what that song is? Of course, it's Honky Cat. So everybody has heard this song, but have you ever really listened to the lyrics? I know everybody knows "Get Back, Honky Cat," but so what's the song about? So it's about a farm boy who goes to the city and he's made fun of for being a farm boy, and they're telling him to go back. The city people, the city slickers are. They said, "Get back, Honky Cat. Better get back to the woods." Well, I quit those days in my redneck ways, and oh, the change is going to do me good. They said, "Stay at home, boy. You got to tend the farm. Living in the city, boy, is going to break your heart." But how can you stay when your heart says no? How can you stop when your feet say go? The song lyrics were written by Bernie Taupin, and it's widely held that the song is kind of a self-analysis. It's Bernie Taupin writing about himself. Because unlike Elton John, who grew up a city slicker, Bernie Taupin grew up in a farm family in the countryside in Lincolnshire. And in fact, when he was a child, they didn't have electricity in his home for a number of years. Isn't it fascinating when you start looking at songs and start delving beneath the surface and you find out about the people who wrote the song and the lyrics and what they're about? So I hope everybody enjoyed tonight. I do want to say that from this point forward, I'm not going to be doing as many live streams because I've got something else going on that hopefully will bear fruit in terms of live performances, real live performances at some point in time. But I will be on the average playing live streaming about once a month. So I'll be posting on Facebook a couple of days before the next time, and I hope you'll tune in again. So thanks everybody. Let's take a quick look and see who's here. My wonderful wife who puts up with me. Linda, hi. Hey Monica. Hey Lorraine. Yeah, I love Elton John too, Linda. Hey Betty. Singing along, great. Yeah, look the words up because they're really fun. Hey Don, thanks for tuning in. Okay, I know there are other people who are probably going to leave comments, but I'll respond to you off the live stream. And again, thanks, and have a good evening. Bye bye.